So in this video, we're going to talk about the energy processes of photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So this is Earth and Environmental Science Objective 1.14. Explain how incoming solar energy makes life possible on Earth. So at the end of the video, you want to be able to explain how solar energy transformation into chemical energy makes life possible. So photosynthesis starts with you breathing out air, specifically carbon dioxide. So here I have a little nose, and coming out of the nose is carbon dioxide. Plants take the same carbon dioxide from us breathing out, and they enter the plant through the stomata, which are openings in the leaves of plants. So here I have my leaf, it has my little stomata, and carbon dioxide is going into it. So plants get water after rainfall comes in. The plant's roots are going to take the water from the soil, which eventually enters into the chloroplast. So here I have my little plant. I have the roots in the soil. I have the water coming into the roots. It's going to go through the stem, and eventually it's going to reach the chloroplast. So that's what's in this little box here. I have a fact for you. Every leaf has almost 44,000 cells, and each cell has between 20 to 100 chloroplasts. So the maximum amount of chloroplasts a plant can have could be 4,400,000. So that's a lot. So the high energy rays from the sun allow the plant to split the molecules of water so that it can receive electrons from it. So this is the process of hydrolysis. And we have our sun here. The sun rays are going to split the water into our electrons, which is the little e with the negative charge here. And then we have oxygen also produced from this photosynthesis process as a byproduct. So that's how we get our oxygen. So what's also produced in 5 is glucose, which is a simple carbohydrate sugar. The plant turns the glucose into starch, which is how energy is stored for the plant. So fact, your body breaks down starch. Examples of starch include rice, corn, and potatoes back into glucose. So this is the process of cellular respiration. Our body contains mitochondria, which are powered by oxygen that we breathe in. It turns glucose into pure energy molecules called ATP. So ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. ATP powers everything in the cell. Examples include communication, movement, and transport. So why is it necessary to turn glucose into ATP? So let's say you get a job and your job decides to pay you in ice cream cones. So yeah, that's going to be great at first because you may love ice cream. But what are you going to do with the ice cream? The ice cream can't pay your cell phone bill. You can't put the ice cream into your gas tank. So you actually want to be paid in dollars. So ATP is just like dollars or currency that all cells are going to need, including all living things have the mitochondria to produce the ATP, so that's very important. Glucose is like ice cream, so it's good at first, but honestly, the glucose is really just good for the plant as temporary forms of energy. And then even plants have mitochondria to break down the glucose into ATP, so all living things, once again, need the ATP. So this brings us to the circle of life. So humans, animals, and plants, they all need one another. So here in my little diagram, I have a little person. They're breathing out carbon dioxide, and then it's going to the plant. The plant is releasing oxygen back to us, which is what we need to stay alive. So here we have the photosynthesis equation, which is 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O plus sunlight energy is going to produce 1 molecule of glucose, which is C6H12O6 plus 6 molecules of oxygen. So our respiration equation here, we have 1 molecule of glucose, which is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 is going to produce 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 6 H2O plus 36 ATP. So it's important to know that these equations are simply the opposite of one another. So here we start with carbon dioxide and water. We're going to end cell respiration with carbon dioxide and water. We end photosynthesis with glucose and oxygen. We start cell respiration with glucose and oxygen. The only difference between the two equations are the energy sources. So photosynthesis relies on the sunlight energy, whereas cell respiration makes ATP. So go out, breathe deeply in your oxygen coming from the plants, breathe out your carbon dioxide so it can go to the plants, and you'll continue the process of the circle of life. Good luck.